What's going on, guys? Devin here, or Big D. So the college football 26 gameplay deep dive has been dropped, and I tried recording this a lot of times. When it first dropped, like 11 or 11 a.m., 12 p.m. But all the things it just kept on freezing and been terrible. So as you can see, it's 7:13 right now, and I'm just gonna highlight the article and yeah, it's been terrible with this stuff, but it doesn't really matter. Before I get into anything, they already releasing the deep dive for Dynasty that comes out June 24th. So hopefully nothing freezes when I upload. Um, and when the game actually comes out, my first video will be my first rebuild, and it'll be a top so about a post that I'll be making Sunday about the top 5 teams, and you guys can vote on which team to rebuild, and that'll be the first video of College Football 26. Second video will be rebuilding UK because Kentucky, they were bad last year. They went 4-8, and I'm sure the roster is worse than last year's, so that'd be fun. And my third will be a series, like a team builder dynasty, which will be the college that I'm going to. So just be ready about whenever I post. So now let's get into the article. So the source of all the news updates from college football. So they already closed the beta, and this was the video that they posted. Okay, so the pregame. This year, the gameplay motto is what we call a 4-minute offense. Why? Because if they're putting points on the board last year, we want to come right back out, take control, and march down the field again and put the game away. That means staying true to the foundational vision, continuing to solve football problems with football solutions, and yeah. Similar to last year, gameplay is built around 30 core pillars, all 22 plus continued emphasis on player control and player differentiation, with the plus speaking about everything that surrounds these 4 lines. So this is just basically like how to play the game. It's fine. So like play your way, customization. They have a lot of plays. On the trailer, they said there's a lot more formations, a lot more plays. You can actually customize what's called like my game plan. I think that's what it's called. And story of Saturday, so soul and personality between the whistles. They most so like they're just making more realistic, so that's cool. So the dynamics of no more pausing, just playing. That's actually cool for the wear and tear. Um, that's wear and tear actually got kind of updated this year. So like they have visual of like when someone gets injured, let's say their leg, they're just gonna like hold on to their leg or like add pressure to it, so that's so they know that they're hurt and you have to make a substitution. Um, so Dynamic Subs brings out real-time roster management directly onto the field. Sub control, it couldn't be easier during pre-play. Simply press up on the D-pad. So like this right here, that basically. Smarter subbing with tailored filters. So to streamline substitutions even further, introduce targeted filters that get the right players on the field quicker. Manage your entire defensive unit at once, or quickly jump to specific groups like your linebackers or defensive line. Offense. Cycle between your full offense, skill players, or offensive linemen, ensuring you make exactly the right sub at the exact time. Reset starters, hit square on place or X on Xbox, and your starters are instantly back in. That is cool because since they have to update wear and tear like substitutions, you have to make it easier to make them put them back in. So the wear and tear indicators, visual pip indicators show what impacted body parts tied directly to our wear and tear system. So like what I said earlier, if they're holding onto the leg, that means they're injured in their leg, and how bad, like last year. Um, the wear and tear, a lot of stuff about wear and tear for like, I mean, they did. do that. I mean, they did add like a lot of stuff to wear and tear, but you could just toggle it off. So they introduced complete customization of wear and tear, normal tackle, impact, hit stick. Okay. So weather the storm, win the game through conversation with real world coaches and players. One recruiting theme emerged clearly. Weather significantly impacts a player where that is true. So snow, it's going to be terrible slipping and in the rain. Last year, the toughness ratings determined how much damage a player took to a specific body part after contact. This year, now toughness also affects the recovery. I think, yeah, that definitely makes sense. I forgot, or I didn't even know they didn't add that last year. The Heisman tier, is that like last year indicated ability? So it's ability. It's an ability. This year we're building on that thought, rebalancing existing abilities, introducing new ones, significantly expanding player archetypes, and delivering authentic moments. That's actually cool. I mean, the Heisman tier. I wonder what that is. Um, so archetypes have been expanded with 10 new additions, each crafted to reflect skill sets, the out of body experience. So the Heisman is red. One of the core objectives of capturing what we call out of body experience, the jaw dropping moments when an elite player single handedly changes the course. So, like an Ashton Jeanty type player or Travis Hunter, Cam Ward, to name a few. That's actually insane. So, it's okay. So they have to have a platinum ability in order to get Heisman, and I guess that'll be OP. The new abilities: battering ram, hammer, 136, so 2,800 new plays and 45 new formations. Probably because I think the coaches that are not in the game that I know of, is Deion Sanders and Bill Belichick. Um, so that's all I know. I don't know if there's more. With the arrival of 300-year-old coaches, we knew that this year had to be more than content drop. It had to be true evolution. So studying the game, recruiting. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more to recruiting as well because it's always is more plays more. So greater playbook individuality. That was not a, so this was that formation was not in the game last year. This looks cool. So on the deep dive video, it was like a screen, and then 8 just did a corner, and they got a touchdown right there. So yeah, you'll definitely notice the difference between type of offense that the other team might run. So new motion types: reload, bounce, escort, and boomerang. Help deception, play defensive guessing. So like Kansas, Bama, James Madison, other more freedom. Double motion plays, expanded QB run RPO. That's actually cool because every time I play, I accidentally click an RPO play, and like sometimes I forget I even did that, but I like it. Signature looks from the real 2024. So we've gone beyond just the new plays. We've added authentic packages and bizarre formations that defined Saturday last fall and made them play. So Penn State shotgun gate, stretch the edge. So Penn State got a lot. Ole Miss Wildcat. Oh, so it's just new formations that they all added. That's actually cool. So precision, vision, and strategy, quarterback play, field of vision. I saw Lowe's is in it. That's actually cool. I like the new scoreboard. That's actually cool. I like it. Oh, just skipping through the enhanced QB progression system. Recognize that lower rated quarterbacks were previously more successful than we would like. Expanded the gap between elite and lower tier QBs to mirror real life disparities more accurately. That's going to be tough when I rebuild one of the team because they're not even Power Five. So I have to recruit 2 to 3 star QBs, and they're going to be terrible off rip. like compared to like a 4-star or 5-star. So yeah, recognize the Heat last year, so Reliance double mug and Cozier Blitzness. I think this is just cut, which I did not play. I don't really like spending money, and if I play it a lot, every my opponent's team is just better than mine. So I defense wins champion. That is a guarantee. Um, I feel like last year's defense for me is either touchdown for the other team or an interception for me. No in between. Because like I've never punted like you'll rarely I rarely like force a stop. They either get a touchdown. So I'm just bad at the game. That's all I'm saying. New tackle types: the wrap catch, in range lunge, unprepped hit sticks. That's cool. Skill mechanics enhancement: timing and aiming on one-on-one tackles. That's cool. Truck and stiff arm mechanics, core tackling improvements, hit stick catch. So they just improved on animations. I like how they're doing that. Like I think they do that every year. And Madden, they try and focus on animations, which I like it because like it makes it more real. All right, stunts and twists. What is that? So players have asked for more depth, whatever that word is, authenticity, and control in the pass rush, and it's finally here. So we either done a tight end stunt, an interiors twist, or something more exotic. You're no longer limited to basic 4-man rushes. Um, so at the play call screen, hold the corresponding button on any play to open a new sub menu showing all available stunts and twists for that call. Custom tailor your pressure before you even break the huddle. You can also call one from the pre-play menu. In the pre-play menu, press D, or B to access available. There are 12 unique stunt types. Why it matters: stunt it redefines how you attack protections, and you no longer relying solely on individual winning their assignments. That's actually cool. Uh, Yeah, it's the trench work. Block steering, that's cool. So like the O lineman's blocking that way. So the gap, I'll be doing that a lot because I like running the ball. Because I get scared whenever I throw the ball because I don't want to throw a pick. So or get sacked for a fumble. So once engaged, press RT and left stick to begin steering. You can steer an interaction in any direction based on player strength, weight, ratings, block shed, run block, and impact. That's cool. 700 new animations. That's a lot for um a steer. Smarting blocking mechanics been re-engineered. Improved targeting system. Schemes that now block with power counter trap. Okay, it's just all the running plays that affect the steering. Impact blocks and collision wins. The core engagement systems has also been overhauled to better reflect outcomes based on weight class rating. So talk about that. Pass protection. So it includes smarter targeting selection and untargeting defenders. Simplified slide protection. Slide mechanics are now easier and more intuitive. Want to slide left? Just tap slide left, right stick left. Want a full slide? Double flick the right stick. The system responds cleanly and consistently, giving you time to focus on reads, not guesswork. Okay. Playmaker flip for protection. You can now flip your pass protection the same way you flip your play pre-snap. Just like in real football, quick flips now account for backside blitzers and rotating coverages, allowing the users to adjust protection schemes on the fly. Cool. Custom zone. Last year we introduced custom stems, giving you the ability to adjust the depth and angle of your offensive routes exactly how you want them. But offense can't have all the fun. Oh, that's cool. So customs, so like someone's in a deep zone, like 10 yards out, you can move them to like 20 or 30. Um, Honestly, I do need this because whenever I have a curl flat route or like zone, they just don't cover that, and I need them to cover. So I will be probably using custom zone a lot more than custom stems because I did not know how to do them last year. So how does it work? You're asking. So to adjust, press A, and then tap L1. So that's cool. So that's how I do it. So that's how you doing it. Now I know. Um, Clint. So clamp, route, comment, call your shot. I play Travis Hunter, Elijah movement. He shit inside me. Okay. Yeah, react like okay, just a lot of stuff. So defensive playbook updates. Updated defense playbooks to reflect strategy dynamics for the game. New defensive formations 3-4, 3-3-5, nickel single mug, and nickel 2-4, nickel load, and nickel 2-4 load. So they return all of that. New defensive plays, a lot of nickel, some dime. So in addition, uh, so new bracket plays include one double tight end, one double slot. That's actually cool. I'm sure. I think they probably did add. Oh yeah, they already added offensive plays like uh, above. Enhanced run fit logic, playing real fast and sound. RPOs. Coach a month. Coach settings, safety adjustments. One of the most exciting additions of College Football 26 this year is the new coach setting for safety adjustments, giving players full control over how their safeties align both in depth, width, and position. This feature is all about pre-snap identity. Whether you're building a defense that plays downhill or one that prioritizes keeping a lid on explosive plays, this system lets you coach with intention. That's actually nice. So the safety depth is close, default, deep, prevent. So bring safety into the box. That's close. Standard is just standardized one. Deep is safeties are deeper than normal, and then prevent is like basically end zone stuff. So the width is the same as, but to the field, just kind of obvious. So new RPO coaching adjustments. To take a step further, RPO specific coaching adjustments allow you to for how AI defenders handle zone, read, peak, and traditional RPO concepts. Last year, if I ran like RPO screen, they know about it every single time and do pick six because, yeah, I think they're fixed RPOs. I hope so. I can run a lot more RPOs. So, oh, show blitzing linebackers only. So, so it's like fake blitzing. That's really cool. Real time coaching 2.0. Okay. Delayed shifts, formation IQ, and real adjustment. That's nice. Uh, the little things. So, okay. This is the stadium pulse. Home field advantage. It's louder, tougher, and more personal. I hate this. Like, no. Last year's launch of home field advantage, it was terrible last year. And they made it more OP this year. So if I'm on the road and it's like raining, it's just going to be an automatic L. Or like any road game, it's going to be a loss. So same name, new energy. Okay. It hits harder, it stretches deeper, it feels more alive. And if you're walking into the wrong stadium at the wrong time, be prepared for an experience that can break your spirit or forge legends. Night games and rivalries. Oh, yes. So it adds extra edge to schools ranked among the toughest places to play. Now that you're on the road under the lights, it's different kind of chaos. Away quarterbacks will struggle managing the clock. So this shakes, I'm guessing. That's really nice. I liked how they added that. So in the swamp, lose their composure in crucial moments. Kicking becomes more tougher, especially with the game on the line. So, like, let's say Kentucky's at Louisville, which will they be this year? Um, whoever UK's QB is, because Brock Vandergriff retired from football because UK made him. Or they didn't make him. He played football with UK, which made him to retire. Gavin Wimsatt transferred. Still have Carter Bowley, and I don't know if they got any more QBs. I think they did, but they will be tough at Louisville. Silence and crowd. So I have no mechanic to give away team a fighting chance. Momentum based crowd sounds. The kick and gun. So now when you really pull a big play, specifically a 20-plus yard, resulting in first down, you temporarily quiet the stadium and pause home field advantage. That's actually cool because I don't think they did that last year. So the kick and gauntlet. The accuracy meter becomes completely transparent. The ball fades out as your kicker lines up. The power meter fills white, reducing your visual feedback. I hated kicking last year, and it's going to be a lot worse this year. I think that is it for this article. Like I said, the deep dive for Dynasty comes out June 24th, so prepared for a video there. And that's all I have for today.